So today we are looking at the Ubuntu 24.10. The code name is Oracular Oriole. So this is a daily build. So I'm going to first try it in the live boot. I tried already in the first option in the boot menu, which is try or install Ubuntu, but it had some issues. So I'm going to choose the option which is Ubuntu Safe Graphics. So it kind of worked for me. So I'm running it on the virtual box, and also I tried in the VMware. So I had some issues with the first option in the boot menu. So I'm going to choose the safe graphics option. So we have the Gnome 47 desktop environment in this daily build. So I'm going to go through all those information, and also the code name is Oracular Oriole. So I'm running it on the virtual box right now. So I have the 60 GB of virtual disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. I'm going to discuss about the release date and also how many years of support we get in the Ubuntu 24.10. And also I'll be posting 2 videos daily. So this is the one video, Ubuntu 24.10. And if everything is worked, then I'm going to also post the Ubuntu 24.10. If it didn't had any issues, then I'm going to post it right today. But if we had any issues with the Ubuntu, then I'm going to make tomorrow a video, or else I will post 2 videos. So I'll be posting 2 videos daily from last like 3-4 years. So I'll be posting 2 videos daily without missing. So if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. And also the booting process will take like 2 or 3 minutes in my PC. Usually that's the time most of the distros take. Sometimes it will be under a minute, sometimes it will be like more than 3 minutes. So it's a bit of different times, so you can understand it's a virtual machine. So, and also the experience of in the virtual machine, and also when you compare to the bare metal, there will be a bit difference, because bare metal consumes less resources and also like a less RAM and also less CPU. But when you run it on the live boot or in the virtual machine, so it's kind of running it on the RAM. So even if you have a good specs on your virtual machine, it will be some like a minor hiccups here and there. So it's not a smooth experience. So it's not in every Linux distro, but some kind of like maybe 10-15% of the distros have some issues in the virtual machines. So you just need to understand these basic things. So here we have our desktop. So it's going to take like a few more seconds. Here we can see a mouse cursor. So here we have the welcome screen. So I'm going to change the display settings and all those things. So here you can see the 20 years of Ubuntu. So I'm just going to close everything, and let's change the display settings first. Let's open application menu. So you can see there is a bit of lag. So it's pretty common in the daily builds. So I'm going to first change the display settings. My monitor is 1920x1080. So we need to wait for a few seconds because it's a daily build, or you can call it as an unstable version. So there will be some issues in the settings, and also there will be some lag. So here you can see it's kind of like frozen on the screen. So it's not properly loading everything, but we are going to do a video like that. So I'm going to change the display settings. My monitor is 1920, so let me find the 1920x1080. So here is the monitor resolution. Let me click apply, and it's going to take a few seconds, and here we should be seeing our display. Let's keep the changes. So let's go and check the about system or the system information. So here about, so it says Ubuntu, and the code name is Oracular Oriole. I already mentioned in the beginning. So I have 12 Gen i5 1240p and 8 GB of RAM. Disk space is around 60 GB. Here is the system details. So the Gnome version is 47. So this is the latest version which is not released right now. So here is the version of the Gnome. And also you should be seeing the development branch of Ubuntu Oracular Oriole. So here is complete information. The Linux kernel you should be getting same as the 24.04.1 LTS version. So here is the same version of the kernel. So in the backgrounds or the desktop, so here is the change, or this is the new wallpaper. When you boot up, you should be seeing the 20 years of Ubuntu. So you should be also seeing that. So I already showed you in the beginning. So I'm going to open the system monitor, and show you how much of resource it's consuming. So memory is almost 1.5 GB, cache is 7.1 GB. So here you can see there is like a minor lag and something, so but it's going to be happening in the daily builds. So most of the when I tried the daily builds in the previous, I didn't have any issues, but in the 24.10 there is some kind of a way more like a complete it's not a good user experience when compared to previous version. I tried all the daily builds as soon as they release, but in this one there is like a not a smooth experience, and also the animation is kinda like a hiccups here and there. So also in the virtual machines that kinda happens, but it's pretty much worse when compared to older daily builds. So it's still a daily build, so you just don't need to worry about it, because it has some issues and bugs. Still there is no release dates or anything, so I'm going to go through all those things. You don't need to worry about anything here, because these things commonly happen in the beta versions, unstable versions, or development versions. So you don't need to worry about it. So it's pretty much common. You need to understand these basic things, so that's the reason I'm mentioning again and again. So the process right now running, so I tried most of like 4 to 5 times booting, so I always had issues. So it's kind of pretty common in these daily builds and also in the virtual machines. So you should be seeing the Gnome 47 RC, which is a release candidate. So I'm going to go to the official website, not the official website, I'm just going to open the web browser, and I'm going to show you the release date and also how many years of it's going to support. So I'm going to keep the system monitor in the right side corner throughout the video, and the application or the Firefox browser, you should be seeing the 130, I think. So this is the latest stable version of the Firefox. So in the daily builds you should be also seeing the latest versions of the applications. So I'm just going to type in like Ubuntu 24.10, and you should be seeing the wiki. Here is the Ubuntu wiki. So here is the daily build. So if you're a normal user, don't try to test this Linux distributions, because it will be having a lot of issues. If you want to try it, you can try it in the virtual machines. Don't try it in your main PC or work PC. I'm saying again and again, it has a lot of bugs, so you need to understand these common things. So you can't even run if you have like a low-end PC. So even if I have like a high-end PC, or it's not a high-end PC, it's just a mid-end PC, and we have some issues. So the version is Ubuntu 24.10. So this is the URL to get some information of the 24.10. So the code name is Oracular Oriole, and release schedule is right here, and I'm going to show you the release notes. And the release is on October 10th 2024. It's not properly, I don't think it's a correct date, or maybe the date may change according to the whenever the release is available. So it may be the exact date, or maybe the date will be like a 2 more days front. So we can't exactly say that will be a proper release. So this is you can consider it as like October 10th, but like maybe plus 4 days or plus a week there will be things happening. But if it's on October 10th, it will be good. But end of standard support, so you should be seeing the support until 2025. So it's, you don't get a lot of years or anything here, you just be getting the 9 months kind of like that. So it's October, July is like a 7 months, and here are 2 months, so it's kind of 9 months of support. So it's better to always go with the LTS versions like 24.04. So if you want the information of the 24.04, it's going to support like a 2029 of Ubuntu, and for the Ubuntu Pro users it will be more, and for legacy support it will be like a 2036 like that. So you need to get all those information. So here is the release notes of Oracular Oriole. So introduction, codename is right here. Support lifespan, so it is supported 9 months until July 2025. If you need long-term support, we recommend use. So it's always a good version to use the LTS version, which I already mentioned. So upgrades, so it's not exactly release notes, it's kind of like a glance, or maybe just for reference you can call it like that. So here are some changes. Maybe toolchain upgrade, GCC is updated to the 14, Benotils to 2.42. I'm sitting way far from the monitor, so I will be a bit it's not a proper, but you can just pause the video and read everything here. So it's not a complete exact information, but you should getting some reference information. So here is complete information if you want, and you can check another information of like LTS versions, how many years of it has support. About the Ubuntu 24.04.1 LTS, right now the 0.1 is available, and also the years of support is until 2029. So if you go with the other Ubuntu flavors of 24.04, you should be having like a 2027, so you should be getting 3 years of support. So here is some changes, like it says Firefox the version will be 124, but we have the 130. So these are all some changes will happen throughout until the releases. So you should be so if you want the exact information, you need to wait until the beta versions or the stable versions. You should be seeing the until stable version, you should be waiting for the exact changes, but you should be exactly getting the Gnome 47 for sure. And the kernel version, I don't know what kernel version. About the applications and other changes, I don't know, but the support is 9 months, so it will be supported until July 2025. So this is the exact numbers or exact things you need to understand about the 24.10. So code name doesn't change, and also wallpaper is also a bit changed. So these are all the changes. So in order to download, some people ask me how to download. I don't recommend you to download, but I'm going to show you for a distro hopper or for a Linux tester. So you just need to type in like a 24.10 of whatever the Linux distro you want, and you should be seeing the daily build, or else you can just type in Ubuntu 24.10 daily build in the search engine, whatever the search engine or the search page, whether it's a Google, DuckDuckGo, start page, whatever it is, just type in like this. The first link will be like this, which is Ubuntu 24.10 Oracular Oriole. You should be seeing this, and also here you should be seeing the daily build and the code name. When you scroll it down, you should be seeing the ISO file, which is around like a 5.5 GB, as you can see here. So the PC may break if you try it on the bare metal. Don't try it on the bare metal or the live boot. Always try it in the virtual machine, because you can delete the virtual machines and try it again. You can create a virtual machine and you can do that in the virtual machines. I'm saying again and again, don't try to ruin your PC by going for testing in your main PC or work PC. It's going to have some issues also, so try to ignore that. If you want to try it, you can try it in the virtual machines. So here is the file. Just click on the file and you should be getting the ISO file, so which is 5.5 GB. So I'm just going to close everything, and here is the system monitor, and let's go to the settings. So most of the things will be same as the 24.10. so about the applications, you just get the Firefox updated. In the 24.04.1 version, the Firefox is 129, but in this case you should be getting the latest application. As soon as the ISO files or the daily builds available until October, until the releases, so you should be seeing all the changes as soon as the applications are updated. You should be seeing also the applications updated in the Ubuntu also, so you should be seeing the latest versions of all those things. So in the network, there is no change. It's kind of a bit here is the change. If anything is different, you can find out right here. Under the Bluetooth, I'm not using a Bluetooth. Under the displays, you should be seeing a fractional scaling, and also under the refresh rates, there is nothing change here. Night light, you can turn it off. Sound, here is the sound. Here is the power options, you can change according to your wish. I'm running it on the laptop, so automatic power saver I don't want to. Multitasking, I think everything is same right here. Under the appearance, the wallpaper is changed. Let's see what else we have. So I think these are some of the wallpapers available right now. So it's a 20 years of Ubuntu, so you should be also seeing those things. So I'm going to change the wallpaper here. Let me keep it on the right side corner. So here is some accent color. You can change to dark and light. Let me change the wallpaper. So here is some bird wallpaper. Another one. So here is the bird. You can change to dark or light. So let me show you that. So when you change it to dark mode, you should be seeing the dark mode wallpaper of a bird. So these are all the wallpapers available in this version. And also here is the another one, the gray one, and the logo changes. So this is the default wallpaper we saw in the beginning, and this one is the another golden color, or it's kind of like a brownish. So I'm going to keep the default wallpaper like this, and let's go check some other things. So I'm not going to go through all those things because when the beta is available we can get all the other changes, but this is a daily build, so I'm just going to show some basic things here. Under the Ubuntu desktop, you can customize according to your wish. So these are all the changes, or these are all the things you see in the Ubuntu desktop. On the apps, here are the apps, and under the notifications. So this video is basically like for a reference video, so don't try it on the main PC or work PC. So there is no major changes, but there are some application changes. So whatever the latest version, if we have the Thunderbird latest release in the official website, then you should be seeing the changes in the daily build also. So in this case, like Firefox has the latest release, which is 130. So as soon as the release is available, you can also see the changes in the daily build also. So that's going to continue until the main release of the 24.10. So whatever the changes happens in the applications, you should be seeing same changes. And also there is a Gnome 47 version of desktop environment. So that's also a change. So if you want any information of the Gnome changes or the Gnome 47 RC7, not the 7, it's just a release candidate Gnome version. So if you want any information, you can go to the Gnome website and get all this information. I didn't make any Gnome 47 video, but if you want to get the information, you can get it from the Gnome website. So here is some accessibility and pointing and clicking. So there is no smooth experience. I tried it like 4 or 5 times, but here is how it's performing. So that's the reason I'm mentioning again and again, don't try it, because it's unstable version or the development version. You can try it in the virtual machines, but never try it in the main PC or work PC. It may break the PC. So these are all the changes you get. And about the applications, or about the pre-installed applications, you should be getting same applications from previous Ubuntu version also. So like a LibreOffice and camera clocks. So these are all the basic things. So I don't think there is major changes in these things still. So we need to wait until like October. So even if it's beta version is released or the stable version is released, I'm going to post all those videos. So you don't need to worry about anything. I'm going to post all those videos. So whatever the new Linux available in the Linux market or the latest version of Linux is available, I'm going to be posting that. Also, I'll be posting 2 videos daily. So if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe, or else you can just watch the video and check other channels. I don't have any issues. So here is the about of the App Center. So again, these are all the same things. So I'm just going to end the video here. So here is the 123 MB of update. So if you want to update, you can update it here. And under the desktop features, these are all the things you get on the accessibility. And here are some notifications, screenshot settings, and all those things. Here is the dark style. So we should be seeing still some changes throughout the release. So I'm not going to make another daily build. I'm just going to make another beta version video. So this is the first daily build and this is the last daily build. And I'm going to make a video on the beta version and also on the stable version. So I don't want to make just only daily builds videos, because there will be day-to-day changes. So we can't make daily videos on this Ubuntu and Ubuntu flavors. But I'm going to go and make a beta version video as soon as the beta is available. So this is how it performed. And about the installation, let me click on the install. So you shouldn't be seeing any changes in the installation now, but in the future maybe. So here is some sounds of the installer. Choose the language. Again, you should be same things here. So I'm not going to install, or I'm not going to show you anything. I'm just going to show you what are the changes here. So I don't see any changes here. Same thing in the keyboard layout, same thing. So an update is available for the installer. So there is an update here. I'm just going to skip it. And also icon is also changed. Again, same thing. Same thing in the default and extended session selection. Same thing like install recommended proprietary software, which is also available in the previous version. So there is no changes, I think, but we are going to click on next. Again, same thing. There's nothing changed here. So I'm just going to close it here because there is literally no change. So that's how it is in the daily build. Some wallpaper changes and some application updates. So that's the thing. And I think there is some kind of change here. Do let me know in the comment section, because I'll be posting 2 videos daily without missing. So it's pretty much very hard to remember what's in the previous version, because I'll be making different types of videos every day, like 2 different Linux distros. It's pretty much very hard to remember anything. And also my main operating system is different, so that's the reason I can't remember anything. So if you see any major changes here, you can let me know in the comment section. So let's open the terminal and type in some commands and get some additional information. So let's make it bigger like this, and we can type in some commands. Let's try the neofetch. Before that, let's check the version of the about. This is the version of the terminal. Let me change the preference. Let me change the color to black and white. Let's change the colors. Let me choose the Gnome light. Let me type the neofetch. So we need to install the neofetch. So let me copy the command. Let me paste it. Hit enter. So it's going to take like a few seconds and the neofetch will be installed. We can see any changes here, but I don't think there will be major changes. But if we see any changes, do let me know in the comment section. So I'm just going to install the neofetch by typing Y. So it's going to take a few seconds here. So there is no change here. And under the applications, there is not anything updated or anything available right here. So startup applications. And I already showed you can edit, you can remove, you can customize these things also in the previous versions. So I'm just going to close everything, and it's completely installed. So let's try the neofetch. So here you can see Ubuntu Oracular Oriole development branch, and the kernel version is same. So uptime is 23 minutes. I'm running it on the VirtualBox. Packages 1851. dpkg 12 snap, shell bash version 5.2.32, the Gnome 47 beta version, Mutter, Advaita, Yaru Blue, and the Gnome terminal. My CPU is i5 1240p, the RAM. Let's try the INXI-SV8. So INXI is not also pre-installed. Let's copy the command. Let's paste it. So there is no password or anything, it's automatically going to log in. So I'm just going to type in Y. Hit enter. It's going to take a few seconds and we should be seeing everything installed in front of us. So it's pretty much installed. INXI-SV8. So I'm going to read some important information here, and if anything is not important, I'm just going to skip. So if anything is important for you, you can just pause the video and read everything. So host, it says as a Ubuntu kernel version, which I already mentioned, 64-bit. Compiler GCC version is 13.2.0, and the Gnome version is 47 beta. GTK version is 3.24.43. The distro is Ubuntu 24.10. The codename is right here. GDM3 version is 46.2. And this is some VirtualBox information and also battery information, which is pretty much unnecessary for the video. So 8 GB of RAM, available is 7.76, used is 2.03. And this is my CPU, i5 1240p 12th generation. So when you scroll it down, you should be also seeing the vulnerabilities and all those things, which is unnecessary for the video. So I'm just going to scroll it down. So if anything is important for you, you can just pause the video and read everything. So under the graphics, we should be seeing the display X11 server Xorg version 21.1.13 with the XVLAN version 24.1.2. And here is the display resolution. And EGL version is 1.5, OpenGL version is 4.5, Mesa version is 24.2.2, and LLVM pipe is here. And about the audio, let's scroll it down and get the audio information. So here is the Pipewire version, which is 1.2.3, and here is the ELSA version. Under the network, it's not important, like a network, Bluetooth, and drives, partitions, which is unnecessary right now. So we're just going to scroll it down for the important part. So the process 242, uptime is 24 minutes, and init systemd version is 256, shell bash version, which I already mentioned, and the INXI version is 3.3.35. Let me type in cat /etc/issue. So it says Ubuntu Oracular Oriole development branch. So let me type in INXI -b, INXI-F, INXI-G. So these are all the same commands as the INXI-SV8, but you will get everything in a short form. So when you try the htop, it says you need to install htop, so I'm not going to install. So these are all some changes of the daily build of 24.10, and I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm just going to show you the logout screen and I'm going to end the video. Let me show you the logout screen. So throughout the video it worked properly, but in the beginning when you boot up there was some issues, but after that everything was working fine without any issues. So here you can see the 20 years Ubuntu. So this is a new thing here, and you can just click on login and it automatically logs you in. Under the accessibility, these are all the things. Here are the power options. So I'll be posting Ubuntu 24.10. If everything is working, then I'm going to post it, or else I'm just going to post this one only. So thanks for watching. Peace out.